Let's see, let's see. Oh, okay, here we go. All right. Sorry about that, friends. Let me just make sure that we are live on Instagram. Beautiful. All right, we're live on Instagram. We're live on 5 different platforms now. We've got TikTok. It might be 6. Let's see. TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, it's 5. So TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitch. Let's see, and Facebook. That's it. Hey, Facebook's the one I'm missing. All right. Yeah, Dave Portnoy came in with the clutch. I 100% legend. I 100% agree with you with that, man. That was so wild. The timing was incredible. So amazing. Like we're just 12 days away from closing down. The city's still not helping us with our liquor license. Luckily, we've got this oven project that I'm working on, so we're kind of going with that now. I think even though we can't get our liquor license, because our politicians are massively corrupt, at least we can share pizza love with everyone's backyard by selling our super innovative tiny brick oven. If you're not familiar with our story, we're saying from backyard to bar stool, the tiny brick oven pizza story. It's been completely incredible. So let me just get you set up here for optimal viewing so you can see my counter. You can see how we're stretching the dough. We're just going to kind of angle you back here a little bit. I need to get you just a little further away. And we'll kind of put you down right here. Beautiful. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for your follows. Let me see if you all can see me well enough from over there. I've got all my camera gear out here on the counter right now. I'm just going to sanitize this countertop, and we're going to stretch some dough. We're going to make some pizzas today. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the crust that we make here. Now, for a New York style crust, we're going to use a high gluten flour. And actually, I like a blend. I mix a little bit of high gluten with a little bit of, see if this is that gives you the right view. I think this should go down just a little bit more. Just like that. And this one probably needs to go down just a little bit more. Just like that. All right. No, they won't give me the liquor license, Davy boy. That's the sad thing. Like, they still won't give me the liquor license. 17,000 people emailed. It's completely ridiculous. So, but let's not focus on the negative. Let's focus on the positive, the Christmas miracle, our spirit of resilience, and being able to share pizza love with you all today. All of those are super positive things. So we're just gonna stay focused on that, even though, yeah, Dave Portnoy helped us more than our politicians ever did. So, all right. I feel like you can see the counter pretty well here. My TikTokers cannot. So let me just adjust that one more time. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now, yeah, now my TikTokers can see the counter. I feel like that we're going in the right direction there. I don't want it to be slanted like that. Let me just put you all so you're level. Thank you for spamming us with your likes. It really helps a lot. We're up to 1.6K likes already. We're here every Saturday from 11 to noon, unless we're at the One Bite Festival, which was an incredible experience, by the way. So, yes. All right. One last adjustment here. This is going to go up just a little bit, just like that. That's perfect. All right. All right, friends. Welcome to Pizza Making with me, Chef Will at Tiny Brick Oven. I've been sharing pizza love for probably about 15 years now. I know that we patented our oven 14 years ago, or at least we started that process. We put that application in 14 years ago. It took a long time actually to get the patent, but yeah. So just to introduce myself, I'm Will, the world's largest pizza nerd. I built my own oven in my backyard more than 15 years ago. We have a patented mechanism that allows you to rotate and adjust the pizza up and down so it bakes perfectly. Cooks at very high heat, although these days I think most of my fans really love New York style, so that cooks at around 550 or 600 in about 4 minutes, 4.5 minutes, something like that for a 10-inch pot. And yeah, but today specifically, I want to talk about a few things. First of all, I wanted to say that we're giving away for everyone who has signed up as a VIP backer. We are giving away just one today, tiny brick oven apron. This can help protect your clothes and show your pride as a pizza maker and as a tiny brick oven fan. If you want, you just go to get.tinybrickovens.com. There's a QR code actually. If you're on StreamYard, there's a QR code you can go to. And if you're looking at our, thank you, friends. If you're looking at our profile here on TikTok, I think it should have the URL for get.tinybrickovens.com. If you go sign up there as a VIP backer, you will be eligible for these great giveaways: a tiny brick oven apron and a One Bite Pizza Festival hat. Let me see if I can grab that hat really quick. Where's the hat? Where's the hat? Let's see it now. But yeah, I don't see it now. Well, it's back here somewhere. Aha! I found it. All right, sorry about that, friends. Here we go. So if you sign up as a VIP backer, you can be entered to win a One Bite Pizza Festival hat or an apron. We're going to give out one of these each time, and one like very exclusive VIP reward once we hit our goal of 1,000 VIP backers, and we're 25% of the way there now, so we're very close. Once we hit our goal of 1,000 VIP backers, we will actually be giving away a pizza party personally catered by me. We can fly anywhere in the United States and bring our oven with us, actually on the plane. Although we got in a little trouble when we tried to take it out to Vegas. The plane people didn't understand what it was. That was a little strange. But basically, if you're a VIP backer, once we hit our goal of 1,000 VIPs and we're live on Kickstarter, we're absolutely going to cater a pizza party for one of our followers. So, you're the man. I got to come to Baltimore. I appreciate you. And we'll cater it for up to 10 friends. You and 10 of your friends. Oh heck, let's make it a dozen. You and 11 of your friends will cater a party right at your house as long as you have an outdoor space. Our business is a little bit better now, but we're still suffering because we don't have that liquor license, as we mentioned. So, but if you're in Baltimore, we'd love for you to stop in and get a slice. If you're around this area and you'd love it for us to cater a party, we love to do those sorts of things too. So we are busier, a lot busier than we were before that Dave Portnoy review. But again, we still couldn't get our liquor license, but luckily we're moving forward with our oven project, and we'll be able to share Barstool rated pizza in everybody's backyard. So from our backyard to Barstool to your backyard, Tiny Brick Oven stays focused on its mission of sharing pizza love. And now, if you're a VIP backer, you sign up to get exclusive perks like a One Bite Pizza Festival hat, or a Tiny Brick Oven apron, or the ultimate prize package, a pizza party catered personally by me once we hit our 1,000 backer VIP goal. So how come the city doesn't want to give me the liquor license? It's not exactly the city. It's our senator and our delegate, and they're actually state representatives, and it is the state that controls the liquor board. So they have lots of excuses, but when rich developers want their licenses, they don't give any excuses. They just bend over backwards for them. It's clearly very corrupt. If you know Bill Ferguson or you know Luke Clippinger, that's my senator, that's my delegate. You can reach out to them. If you'd like to email them, you can. You can go to tinybrickoven.com/support, and you can see how to do that there. But the reality is, 17,000 people emailed them and emailed them multiple times. So like there were like 70,000 emails from 17,000 people, and they still haven't given me my license. So it seems like there's no reason to keep beating the dead horse. They're just not going to do it. And we're probably going to have to move from this location, which I think is very sad because we love this city. The neighbors love us, and we're very excited to be here. But right now, let's focus on the positives, right? We're still open. We're still selling pizzas. We're launching our oven. And I'm able to come to you live right here on TikTok, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitch, and on Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. YouTube, that's the last one I was forgetting. So, yes, it hasn't solved all my problems. Wow, that's more corrupt than the show The Wire. I appreciate you, man. It is more corrupt, but honest, it is very corrupt. Hey, we appreciate you, Tybo, becoming a VIP. Thank you so much. That's really the best way you can help. And we're not going to get the politicians to do something that they refuse to do. Like, they don't want a fair system. They like the broken system. I think the best thing that we can do is carry forward with our Tiny Brick Oven mission of sharing pizza love. And that's what we're going to do right now. Did Dave give me the money? 100% he wired it. You know, he's a man of his word. He wouldn't say it if he didn't. And he wired it to us just a few days later. We used it to buy new ovens and try to get ready for that crazy rush. So, yes, I can say that he has been so nice to us, and we're forever grateful for him. In fact, we're so grateful we got his Barstool score tattooed to my arm. So, thank you again. All right. I hope I've answered all your questions. But again, if you have any other questions, you're always welcome to put them in the comments. I'd like to get to some of the pizza making today, though. So we do have our ovens warming up. I did make a whole wheat dough for you all today, so we're gonna make some whole wheat dough pizzas today. I'm gonna make you some healthy pizzas today. And again, we will pick those winners for last week's Go Live for an apron and for a One Bite Festival hat. And when we hit our goal of 1,000 backers, you can absolutely win a pizza party catered by me. Like literally, I'm going to fly my oven on the plane, fly it out to your town, and we're going to have a banging pizza party together. So, hey, Billy, thank you. Yes. So, just, sign up for a VIP backer, put your name in there. We get to 1,000. We get to launch our oven. We get to share pizza love with everybody. That's always been our goal. We're not going to let the politicians stop us from achieving that goal. All right, let's make some pizzas. I got to wash my hands and I got to drink some water. My voice is getting a little scratchy already. So give me just a moment. Let me get some dough. I made some whole wheat dough for you all today. So I'm going to show you how we make the whole wheat dough. And then we're going to bake some up. And, oh, yeah, Billy has a question. Number one cent. You're awesome. We appreciate you. You're awesome too. Awesome recognizes awesome. So let me get this dough. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Let me make sure I'm actually live on Instagram. Oh, yeah, perfect. Hey, IG, everybody. James Pizzas, roasted and distilled. Randy the lender. It's Cinderella. Gaylor Gaylor Talger, Maximus. Yes, welcome everybody. Welcome. Please like, please thank you, please follow, please subscribe. We really appreciate you. All right, getting dough. Gonna get some dough. All right. Thanks everybody for your patience. We've got these whole wheat dough balls that I made for you all yesterday. You can see they've got a beautiful color, beautiful fermented aroma. They've puffed up quite nicely. And these are all from wheat berries that I ground just yesterday. We're lucky in Maryland to have a pretty vibrant agricultural scene here. And thanks to Next Step Produce, I was able to get these locally grown wheat berries. And shout out to Next Step Produce. And so essentially, we just grind these in our an attachment that we have for our Vitamix. And so I just ground that up yesterday. To put it in, put it in my normal dough making mixture. The only thing is with whole wheat, you should add a little bit more water because the bran and the germ, they absorb a little bit more water than just white flour does. So our normal recipe calls for 325 mLs of water. With whole wheat, I add 350 mLs of water. So that takes it from a 62% hydration to about a 65% hydration, something like that. So with a little bit of added water and then letting it ferment overnight, that autolyzes the flour really well. It comes out really nice, and it's delicious. It's healthy. You can anyone can make a pizza part of their routine for sure. Let me just show you this attachment that we have. So I'm not actually gonna grind up the grain today, but I am gonna show you. So this is just a grain mill attachment that goes on your Vitamixer. It's got a special blade in there, and when you put all the wheat berries in, we put 500 grams of wheat berries in, and you turn it on high, and you can see it just grinding, grinding, grinding. It's getting finer and finer, and it's just flowing in this kind of circular pattern, like going from coarsely ground to more finer grind, to more finer grind. And eventually you get to where it's a perfectly milled flour. It does get a little bit warm when you're doing that. Some people have talked about if it's getting warm, is it messing up the nutrients? But it's not going to get as warm as it gets in the oven when you bake it. So I'm not sure if it getting warm in the milling, if that really hurts the flour any more than baking it in the oven. I really don't know, but I do know this. This has a lot more nutrients. It's a lot more nutrition dense. Got a lot more fiber than your white flour does, and that means going to be absorbed more slowly, have a lower glycemic index, and essentially you're making a very healthy whole wheat bread with some delicious toppings. So let me stretch one of these. Let me bake one of these. I'm going to wash my hands. We're going to stretch this out. We're going to add some sauce and toppings. We'll get one of those in the oven. So when I wash my hands, they say you can sing row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. And you do that twice, and they say that's going to be about 20 seconds. And that's how long you should be washing your hands in order to get nice, clean hands for working with food. Cooking for people is maybe one of the greatest privileges I have in my life. And I never want to take that for granted. We always want to make sure that we're washing our hands, we're following the right safety protocols. Everything goes in a very hot oven, so that helps with any potential issues as well. But we want to play it safe on every level and make sure that we're always respecting our clients. One of the biggest mistakes that I see pizza people make is they put their pizzas on an aluminum pan and then they cut it with a cutter, and you've got a metal blade cutting against a soft metal that can absolutely dislodge pieces of aluminum. It's dulling your blade, right? You shouldn't be using a knife against a metal surface. That's obviously not good for your blade, which a pizza cutter is just a blade. It's just a circular blade. So I'm really kind of against this. I hope that if you all see somebody cutting a pizza on an aluminum pan, you will just comment like, "Hey, it'd be better if you cut it on a cutting board or cutting mat, something that's designed for cutting and not, not messing up your blade on the aluminum pan and not potentially contaminating the pizza with little pieces of aluminum." I highly recommend against that. So let's see. My friend touched meat barehanded, then picked up all the seasonings. Oh, gross. I hate it when they do that. Starting a position to change. Appreciate you. Couldn't have happened to a better business. Thank you. Thank you, friends. And see all you're always succeeding. I wash my hands every time I touch something different when I cook. Yeah, exactly. We just got to be safe. So I'm glad you all are doing that. Spam us with your likes. Follow, subscribe, like. Go to getthattinybrickomelets.com if you want to learn about the best pizza oven. Let's make these whole wheat pizzas. Oh, and don't let pizza makers fool you into believing it's okay to cut on aluminum pan. It is not. It is not okay to cut on aluminum pan. I see everybody doing it. It's the biggest mistake I see pizza makers making. Even people who should know better. You should not be cutting pizza on aluminum pan. 100% no. I'm gonna make a video like top mistakes that I see other pizza makers making. The other one that really gets me is after they make the whole pizza and they've got it cut up, and then they're standing like they're like leaned over the rest of the pizza and they start eating the pizza. I'm like, the crumbs dropping on the other, disgusting. Like, never do that. Like, never ever do that. We don't eat in our kitchen here. When we make a pizza, I'm demoing it for you. You'll see me. I literally walk around so that I'm out in the dining area while I'm eating the pizza. Should never be eating that over someone else's food or something you might share. Should never be eating in your kitchen where your crumbs can like get all over everything. It's 100% not recommended. Can I get some salsa and some salsa and tomatoes? Tomatoes and olives. No, just tomatoes and olives. All right. Let's get to my favorite part of the class here. That's going to be making some pizzas. I need salsa and tomatoes and olives, please. All right. I am really fond of using semolina for stretching my crust now. It bakes into the crust and becomes a nice, kind of a nice golden yellow. It's already a nice golden yellow, but when it bakes it, toasts it, becomes a nice golden yellow. You can see this is 100% whole wheat. Now, I was told that whole wheat would not hold, like the gluten structure would not be strong enough to hold the gas in, right? They're like, oh, you can't make pizza out of like 100% whole wheat because it's not going to work. But also, I think when whole wheat is ground and bagged and stored, I think the gluten starts to kind of, for this one, it's a 65% hydration ratio. Although my normal 62, this is a whole wheat dough, so we went a little bit higher with the hydration. They said like, oh, like whole wheat won't rise, the gluten isn't strong enough. But when you freshly grind the flour, the gluten is fresher and stronger. And we've been able to make some very nice doughs using 100% whole wheat flour, nothing else. I know the standard recipe asks you to add some high gluten flour in addition to your whole wheat flour, but we have not found that to be necessary when we grind the flour fresh. And maybe we'll try like some bagged flour, some bagged whole wheat flour from the store and see if it works just as well. because I've never tried it. I just believe that because there was a lot of bran and germ that kind of messes up the gluten, I believed it wasn't going to work. So, hi, Sketchy Minds. What's going on over there? Anyways, it works perfectly for me, and the gluten holds together really well, and it allows us to make a delicious, healthy crust. So, all right. We're just gonna stretch our dough here with a little bit of semolina. Let me just angle the laptop camera down a little bit so you can see a little bit better. There we go. And stand right here. No cheese, just give me some salsa and olives and tomato. Olives, olives, olives. Aceitunas negras. All right. So we do get a nice stretch here. And I'm just trying to get 10 inches. And you can see we're able to achieve that pretty easily. Now I can tell by looking at the dough, it doesn't have the same kind of window painting that my high gluten flour does. Like it's got little spots where it's starting to come apart. And if I keep stretching too much, it'll start to form little holes. So yes, it's a more fragile dough. But we're able to get 10 inches pretty easily without having any holes. And it seems just fine. So for this healthy pizza, we're not going to add any cheese. I'm just going to add some sauce and then some olives and some tomatoes. And we'll probably add some basil afterwards. And there's a couple ways to do this. I like to put it on the peel first and then add my sauce and toppings. But you could do it. You could also add the sauce and toppings and then put on the peel. I just prefer to do it this way. It is a little bit more likely to stick to the peel when you do it this way, so we got to move fast. And we're just going to add about 2 ounces of sauce. And this is a fresh packed tomato sauce. It's a blend of California and Jersey fresh tomatoes. Shout out to the Sclafani family tomatoes and to Stanislaw tomatoes, two of my favorite brands. I'm just going to add some tomatoes here, some fresh tomato. And some brined and sliced black olives. And we don't have to do cheese, right? We don't need it. Don't have to have cheese on pizza. I know people think it's funny to not have cheese, but it's not a requirement in any way. I promise you. And you can make a healthy, lower calorie, lower cholesterol pizza option this way with a whole wheat bread, something you could add to your diet probably as frequently as you like. And we're just going to put this in the oven really quick. I'm going to put that on for 5 minutes. Now can I get some cheese, please? Cheese and pepperoni. So maybe you want a more balanced pie. Maybe you don't want to go 100% healthy. Maybe you rather just do like cheese and pepperoni on top of your whole wheat crust. You're just saying like, hey, I want my pizza to be a little bit healthier. but I still really like cheese and pepperoni. That's totally okay too. Essentially, what we're doing is we're replacing our white flour with a whole wheat flour made from freshly milled, and there's nothing wrong with that at all, at all. So I'm gonna make another one. Yes, bring the cheese out. I know. I need to get back up to Baltimore. Love your beats. Appreciate you, man. Yes, bring the cheese out. Someone says. I love it. Yes, cheese, cheese. How many people want cheese? Like, put your comment below. If you really want cheese, put the comment below. I know people love cheese. Like, let's see it in the comments. Over here on Instagram, if you all want some cheese, Repuswara asks, did you ever get your liquor license? We did not ever get our liquor license. Our politicians are not helping us. So I've given up. I haven't exactly given up. I mean, I'm gonna give them some hell. Like, you know me, I'm a fighter. I never give up. But I'm not gonna spend my whole life trying to make politicians do the right thing when they seem completely opposed to doing the right thing. So in my mind, I can move on. I can do my thing. I don't need them. I don't really need them. So I don't really need them to continue living my best life. It's sad that they don't see the value, but there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see. We can't. Uh-oh. Sorry taking you all for a spin for a minute. Oh no. Why is this giving me such a hard time? Here we go. Sorry about that, friends. Sorry about that, friends. Getting a little bit of turbulence here. My phone just came apart from the mount. All right, there we go. Oh nope, now it's blocking. Ah! Okay, sorry about that, friends. Sorry about that, friends. This is not working well. Can we get a pizzeria tour? Yes, I would love to give you a tour. Give me 1 minute to just get this other pizza in the oven, and then I'll give you a miniature tour. You can see behind me, we're an open kitchen concept, so I've got my kitchen right behind me. You've almost seen, thank you. I am keeping my head up 100%. 100%. I've got this tattoo now that gives me hope, strength, and resilience. So we're never going to give up the fight. Never going to give up the fight. Thank you, friends. Wow, we are up to 5.3K likes. This is incredible. Spam us with the likes. We really appreciate you. Let's see. Garth Thomas. Garth Thomas. Yes, I think we can absolutely give you a pizza tour. I'll do it in here in just a minute. I want to make one more whole wheat pizza with some pepperoni, and then I'm going to make another one with our normal dough, and I'll give you a little tour of the pizzeria. So I'm just going to take my next dough ball here. My next whole wheat dough ball. And all right. We're just going to stretch this out again really quickly. Just a quick stretch. Uh-oh, I can see. Yeah, there we go. Just a quick stretch. Just a quick stretch. Our other pizza's ready. So here's what our healthy, cheeseless, whole wheat pizza looks like. You can see it's got a beautiful undercarriage. The smell is divine. It smells just like freshly baked whole wheat bread, amazing. The flavor is incredible. I can't recommend it enough. If you get a chance to make this kind of pizza for yourself, don't be afraid. Just use 100% freshly ground whole wheat. It comes out perfect for me. It's just a little more fragile than our normal high gluten crust, and a lot more nutrition, a lot more fiber, much more nutrient dense. Um, this could be the future pizza right here. All right. Let's make that second pie with some cheese and some pepperoni, because I know that pepperoni is your favorite topping. And put this on the peel again. Put our sauce. And I really like to go minimal toppings. It helps the crust be crispier. I don't like it when all the toppings run off, or if the cheese is like a carpet that like all rips off like together like that. To me, it feels like put too much cheese. I want to be able to taste the fresh baked bread, the beautiful fresh packed tomato sauce, and the toppings. I want to be able to taste all of those flavors separately and together as they meld in my mouth. And for that reason, I don't believe in like putting too much of anything, because then you're just dominating. You're just like taking over when you do it that way. So I'm gonna put just about 70% white cheese here on my 30% showing through red background. And then I'll add about 10 pepperonis, because those have a really distinct spicy flavor profile that I really like. But again, I want you to be able to taste everything, all of the delicious ingredients that we put in this pizza, not just overrun all of those amazing flavors and ingredients by putting way too much cheese or way too much pepperoni. I think you'll see that's a trick that a lot of pizza makers, a lot of pizza places do. If they're using cheap ingredients, if they don't have a good sauce, if they're not using good cheese, if they don't have a wonderful crust, they'll just load it down with toppings, because they know the best part of their pizza is the cheese, or the best part of their pizza is the pepperoni. So you just see they put like a pound of pepperoni and a pound of cheese on top. The crust is bland. It isn't very good. It's cooked on a conveyor belt oven, and it's really thick and doughy, and it hasn't been fermented, so there's not a lot of flavor. Those are all things that you can do when you're using cheap ingredients. I just think use the best ingredients. Like, put your best foot forward. Make it so that everyone can taste the quality of all of your ingredients, rather than trying to hide the fact that you don't make the dough, you don't know how to ferment it, you don't know how to make a great pizza. Tiny Brick Oven has always stood for using the best ingredients, the best oven, the best processes to create an authentic pizza. Something we'd be proud to serve to our mom and dad, something that we're proud to serve to our guests and friends, something that we're proud to share with our neighbors, the homeless, and everybody else. Like, anytime I've signed my name to a pie, it's a culinary creation I'm proud of. All right, let's get this in the oven. I'm such a chatterbug. I probably talked too long. Maybe it's sticking to the peel now, so I'm just going to unstick it by giving it a little shake. And we'll put that in the oven for 5 minutes. So while that's doing that, let me show you how I cut the pizza. You're going to see I use a cutting board, or a cutting mat in this case, and a pizza cutter. I'm going to cut this into eights, fourths or eights. I could go fourths or eights. And it's got a very nice crunch. This way, I'm not contaminating my pizza with little bits of aluminum by cutting it on the plate over there. Like, don't do that. Don't let people do that. You see someone doing that, you should comment that like, hey, I don't want any aluminum in my pizza. You can see we've got no flop. It's got a very nice undercarriage. It's got a beautiful like whole wheat brownish color. Although these are white wheat berries, so it's a light wheat. It's a light wheat color. And I would just step over here outside of the kitchen to give a bite. Mm, that is so good. So good. Bro, what is that? Mmm. This is a delicious, healthy, whole wheat crust, cheeseless pizza. So delicious. Cardboard. Definitely not cardboard, friends. Mm, so good. One bite. Everybody knows the rules. Mm. All right. Let me make you one with my normal dough. There's nothing wrong with pizza made with normal dough. It's just got a higher glycemic index and so delicious. So the goat saved his oven and said he makes 8 to 9 all day. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I do. I make 8 to 9s all day, every day, 100%. You know, Dave was 20 minutes late picking up his pizza, but he was very nice to us. So I have no qualms about it. Definitely like so nice. So no worries. All right, we've got one pizza in the oven that's got cheese, pepperoni, and whole wheat. I'm gonna go get one standard high gluten crust to stretch with you all and bake so we can see the kind of color and profile we get while we're using the white high gluten flour. I'll be right back. So it's a little bit older. I have to give a shout out to Delaney I. They were down here for a pizza class on Tuesday night. So this dough is now 4 days old. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Made it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So it's like six days old now. It's going to be really easy to stretch, and it might not puff up as nice as the others, but it's still workable, right? Like I can still make it work. Hang tight. There's going to be a little bit more information about our VIP giveaways, a kitchen tour coming up, a pizzeria tour coming up. and these last pizzas that we're baking now. So a lot packed into these last few minutes. I appreciate you, your patience and hanging out with me. Here's what a cheese and pepperoni whole wheat crust pizza looks like. You can see we've got a bubbling cheese, beautiful pepperonis, cupping just a little bit, and a wonderful pepperoni and cheese pizza aroma smell. You can see the bottom has a nice undercarriage, so I really can't recommend the whole wheat crust enough. I love it. It's not for everybody, but personally, I found it to be very satisfying. A lot easier to work with than everybody said it was going to be. I get to support the local economy by buying, wheat berries from a local farmer. So that feels really good, and it's a little more nutritionally dense than your white pizza is going to be. Now this dough, it's very old, it's very sticky. So I'm going to add a little bit more semolina to keep it from sticking to the peel. That's been kind of the downfall of using the old dough, is that a lot of times it gets stuck on the peel. So I'm adding a little more semolina, hopefully to prevent that. I'm going to put it right up here. We'll add 2 ounces of sauce. And then we'll add our cheese and our pepperonis. And we'll see what our normal crust looks like. Our normal dough, it's a New York style dough made with high gluten flour, salt, yeast, sugar, a little bit of all-purpose flour, and some extra virgin olive oil, all blended together in our proprietary fashion. Let's add our cheese again, the same 70-30 ratio, so 70% white, 30% red is what we want to see, just one layer. And then we'll add our pepperonis again. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to add 4 down the middle, 3 on each side. Make sure that it's shaking. We'll make sure we'll do shake and bake. So we're a little stuck right there, so I'm going to pull that up, see if I can get it unstuck. All right, it's unstuck. We're going in the oven now before it sticks again. And we'll bake that for 5 minutes. So someone asked for a tour of the oven. Let me just tell you one more time. A tour of the pizzeria. Let me tell you this one more time. If you're interested in making Barstool rated pizza in your backyard, you go to get.tinybrickovens.com. You sign up to be a VIP backer, and we will pick winners for this One Bite Pizza Festival hat and for this genuine tiny brick oven apron, which you can use when you're making pizzas or any other delicious food. Show your TBO pride. And once we get 1,000 VIP backers, there will absolutely be a drawing for VIP backers to win a pizza party catered by me. I will fly out to your city, to your house. I will cook for you and 11 of your friends, family, whomever. Cook for you and 11 other people. We'll do a private pizza party using the tiny brick oven. And, I'll guide you all through making your own pizzas. We'll have a lot of fun together. And we'll celebrate the launch of a pizza oven that's going to change history forever. So stick with me here now. Let me give you that tour of the kitchen. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to pick our winners. And we've got a random name generator and it's got all of our VIP backers loaded. And we'll pick two names out right now. But first, I want to give you that tour. Oh, nope, that's not what we want. That's a different creative. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right. Anyways, let me give you that tour really quick. If you're not familiar with my pizzeria, we have an open kitchen design here. So you can see behind me, we've got the kitchen. Right there, our ovens right behind me. Right here is our gelato cabinet. We make our own gelato. I make it. We have 7 flavors here. We've got vanilla bean, cookies and cream, strawberry, cherry Italian ice, cookies and coffee, cookies and caramel, and extra dark chocolate. If you love affogato, which is a shot of espresso poured over top, we have our espresso machine right here. So Rancilio Epoca, and I took this thing apart like 3 or 4 times and fixed it myself. It's been a process, but it's a beautiful machine now, working great for us. We have a drink cabinet right over here. So if you want a bottle drink, just get one of these. And then we have, it's kind of behind this, sort of behind this over here. We've got our Jones Pure Cane Soda fountain over here, and then our ice maker over here. I'm just going to turn that on really quick. And this makes the Chublets. If you haven't had those, they're like the chewable bits of ice that they have at the hospital all the time. People call it hospital ice. So out here on the street, we got our seating area. We got about 14 seats, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 seats. We have our radio up here to be used for listening to music. I'm showing off my Federal Hill Pride with my Federal Hill Pizza Peel up there. And actually over here, hey, good morning, good morning. Hey, come on in, guys, come on in. We're just finishing up the live stream. Come on in. Oh, okay, yeah. And then up here behind me, I've got my One Bite Pizza Festival Pizza Peel signed by Dave Portnoy. And let me just show you this real quick. We got see. I think this. From our tiny shop here at Tiny Brick Oven. We've got these guys here that get ready to order some pizza. Let's pick 2 names for our giveaway here. We're just gonna hit Control Enter. And round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows. Hackles. Shane Hackles. Shane Hackles, you are a winner. We're going to remove your name because we're sending you a gift right now. Actually, we can't remove your name because you'll need to stay in there when we do a giveaway for a catered pizza party. So we're not going to remove your name. And then we'll do one more. We'll do one more. Shane Hackles. Shane Hackles, you are a winner. And William McCourt. Shane Hackles, William McCourt, send me an email, willfag@gmail.com. We're going to send you out your prizes. We'll ship them out on Monday. And we appreciate you all so much. Appreciate you. We got 10,500 likes here on this. We appreciate you. Happy to give you the tour. I've got to take care of my customers now. So thank you all so much. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll see you all next Saturday for our next Go Live. Thank you so much. Cheers, everybody. Yes, gentlemen, how can I help you?
Get the Barstool combo.
Yeah, let's do the Barstool. Question same, pull back. Fat. Two cheese. Do you know a Fagley?
I did. I went to high school with one guy.
Okay.
So
I was like, wait a minute. He and I could probably trade jokes. Uh, so, got you for Portnoy special. Oh, sorry, the Barstool. Well, do you want to add another drink?
Oh, so that's interesting. Probably familiar.
Okay. All right, bye everybody. Cheers. Really super wild. Oh my god, yeah. All right, so got you the varsity combo that comes with a drink and mozzarella sticks and a cheese pizza. Then we got you for another pure cane gum. So did you want to add any wings or dessert? I'll do that. Okay, all right. I'll be ready for morning distance service. Oh, okay. Where are you guys coming from today?
Just over the church.
Oh yeah, what's going on over there?
Arsenal game.
Oh, okay, all right. That's an Arsenal bar.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. I remember one time Arsenal was playing here, and like
Yep. I was there.
the whole town got taken over, man. It was like
I was.
there was more Arsenal fandom than like there was for the Ravens. I was like totally blown
Yeah.
away.
No, it's. I was here.
It was amazing, yeah. Let me just put some ice in the fountain really quick, sure, and get my ear out of your way. Yeah, take care of you guys. What's your name, man?
I'm Alan. This is David.
Alec,
Alan.
Alan, and David.
Yep.
Cool. We appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
How did you all find out about us?
And it's like it's highly rated, so all right.
Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I like to think we're highly rated.
I recall after walking in, I'm like, oh, this is that place. Portnoy Saved organization.
Yeah, he made us pretty famous. He did make us pretty famous. That was pretty wild, man. I didn't never imagine we could get that famous.
Yeah.
Is it cool to grab a seat up anywhere?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, because that's Mikasa.
Thank
Yeah, yeah. Sorry for the inconvenience. Sorry for all the trouble. Oh, sorry guys. No, it's okay. Give me 1 second. Let me put ice in it. Let me put those on pack back. Oh, yeah, sorry about this. Yeah.
Is there like a lifeguard?
Yeah, I can. I'll take care of all that mess over. Did it get on you or?
Yeah, just on my hand.
Sorry about that.
Thank you. No problem.
I got you.
Sorry about that.
When does Arsenal play?
We just finished.
Did they win?
Yeah, we did win.
That's humongous.
Yeah, top of the league for now.
There we go.
Shut up, win 2-0.
Which league?
The English Premier League.
Premier. Okay, that's the big one, right?
Oh yeah.
Is Manchester in that same league?
Yeah, it's all any team that's from England is in. Well, not every team from England is in there, but it's the top division.
The one's worth watching.
Yeah, both Manchester teams.
So there is just a little bit of bleach on these things. What I recommend you do is just hit it once and dump that out.
Okay.
And then it should be safe to drink. I mean, it's safe to drink anyways, but
Yeah, I love to taste the bleach.
tastes like bleach. We have to sanitize these tips every so often, or like weird funguses and stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure. Don't want to fungus.
No, we don't. It's not going to make it taste good either.
That would probably be worse than the bleach.
Worse than.
So it's worth for the words. It's worse than.
Back to I'm just gonna let all of it.
Think right?
1 second.
Sure, no problem.
All right, safe news.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Sorry, guys.
No, no problem.
There is ice in the machine on the right, which would probably greatly enhance the flavor.
Run it up here.
Yeah.
I was.
Over here, hold stuff.
Yep.
There it is. I did that. I didn't even know how much she is.
Oh, good though.
Say that. Yeah.
So you got that the rest of the question.
Seven back. Yeah,
That's.
I was talking about this, it's like you can ask what's true. So yeah, well, because being honest, it's but you're this
So where are you going this country?
Austin, I don't mind something. So Austin, I don't. You should. If it's gonna be bottled, I don't want. So much stuff to go through. It's not as hot. What's on? Well, I mean, yeah, there's still a city there. It's not like it's just. It's not just like it's a hole in the lid, which fit. Well, it's gonna fight it, like, oh, we can once go to play some jumpers and filters.
I'm curious. So what it's. Is there still like?
Yes, the difference between you know, it's continuing. Yeah, you know, it's Princeton, it's 80 bomb. Yeah, AIDS motor. Indications of action is portion orders. Having a model there. So get this. So smart. Correct me, 3:30 to think about. I mean, I understand the concept, like, what's enough, I mean, it's, yeah, Still things like. Still. Nice for slices on the table there. These guys. Number company. Okay. But it's a little bit spicier than the normal crushed red. So I hope yourselves, guys. Thank you.